Well, Congress may be feeling a little left out after the president bypassed it with those labor board appointments. But this afternoon, some members of the Hill are getting a chance to meet the new additions to the NLRB, including Republicans and Democrats. Now, we obtained the meet and greet invitation for this afternoon, and we did, in fact, call the NLRB to provide a formal statement. It denied our request, but former NLRB chairman Peter Schaumber did return our call, and he can't believe what he's hearing. What do you make of this? It's odd. I mean, it bypassed Congress and now meeting with some of the members of Congress.
You know, Neil, it's a combination of tone deafness, arrogance, and stupidity. They were kind of rubbing the Senate Republicans' nose in it. Here it is. You weren't given an opportunity to vet these candidates to determine whether or not they were suitable for this office, whether they would serve impartially, but you can and ask them about the weather over a glass of wine.
Now, then why would any, let's say, self-respecting Republican critical of this whole process even want to meet with them? Or do they feel, well, we have no choice? I mean, they're in.
Well, you know, I don't. They're in a sense, but litigation is going to commence, and the issue is going to be is whether or not these recesses were constitutional. And there's a good argument that they were not.
By the way, we should explain to you, you're an expert on this, but if Congress was not in recess, Senate was not in recess, then this is a big no-no, and these guys were in fact not, you know, confirmed or brought to this position, so they have no position. But continue.
Well, that's correct, because, you know, what the Republicans were doing was exactly what Senator Harry Reid and the Democrats were doing in order to deny President Bush the opportunity to name recess appointments. They gavelled in and gavelled out every 3 or 4 days in order to keep the Senate in pro forma session. And the Senate was in pro forma session. The President seems to concede that. Nevertheless, he appointed these recesses. And the important thing here is, Neil, is that President Bush's recesses to the NLRB, they had been stalled. They were denied an up-and-down vote for months because organized labor wanted to deny a Republican-controlled board the ability to issue major decisions. These nominees of President Obama's were pending only 18 days. They were nominated the day before the Senate went out on Christmas recess, and 18 days later they were appointed by the President. It's unprecedented.
Man. Peter, thank you very much. Good seeing you again.
You're very welcome.
All right, if you can vote, should you?